In this episode, we're going to finish buttoning up this engine bay and take her for a drive. Stay tuned. So we've got a couple of things to do in the engine bay. We've got to get the radiator back in. We've got to get the breather system all back together and obviously fill it up with coolant. We also need to change over this V-band clamp here because this one's stuffed. I'm going to swap it with the one halfway down the exhaust and we'll get one sorted for that a little bit later. Let's get the radiator back in. Well, right, radiator is in the mounts at the bottom, both fans connected. I've just made a mess. There was coolant in the bottom still. Then do up the clamp at the bottom. So you get this one on. Before you got the hose clamp on there. So I did have to cut this one. A little bit difficult. Clean up this mess. I don't know if you can see it, but that oil from that spill I had. Also, we've got oil on the exhaust here from the oil cooler line. It might be, yeah, it's this bottom one leaking at the fitting. I don't realise how good this is until you need it for your knees. Like when I was getting up to work on the back side of the engine without the manifold. I normally rest my knees on here. Whew, it was tough on the knees that night. I've been working all night on the streets. Right, just going to chuck this catch can in. Try to remember how it went. Yeah, this side seems a little difficult. Can't remember how I did it. Let's get that off. It's going to go that way. She's a bit tight this way. Tell you what, you can't really make a Subaru engine bay look good. So many lines everywhere. I think I had it sitting low enough. That's right. There we go. Alright, head breather, block breather. Alright guys, so I got the PCV block breather wire piece into the intake on. It looks ugly as because I've just given it length, given the hose length because I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing with it just yet. But it's time to get this ugly thing on. And tighten that up. Clearly, like I said, this is not the final look of this. Alright guys, just getting some water into the cooling system. See, I don't want to waste coolant just yet. If there are any leaks, get some more water. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see, but I've got the oil filter off, it's under there. So we've got some oil draining. While that's happening, I'm going to take the V-band off the exhaust, like where the mid pipe is, and bring it up onto the back of the turbo. Alright guys, so I got the V-band clamp from halfway down on there. Looks heaps better, looks a lot tighter as well. Here is the old one. I ran a die on that thread to get it back. It's not quite as high, but it's got the same pitch now, which is good. That's the kit down there. For some reason the GoPro is not charging. But anyway, we'll find another nut to go on there. Alright guys, so I've gotten everything back together with the oil filter and the cooler. Fingers crossed we have no leaks. I haven't changed the end fittings yet. So we did lose a little bit of oil, but obviously not from the sump, so we can't see it there. So we're going to have to start it up and let it flow, and then I'll be able to see if it leaks as well. My guess is I'm going to have to change the fittings on it, and that means I have to take it off again. Anyways, let's get it started up. I don't think I've started it with the intake and all of that on. Plus, we will probably get a burp out of it as well. Still a little bit of air in the system. There's actually quite a bit of oil residue on the ground, so it's going to be hard to see if anything's leaking. There we go. Let's get that started. About 100 psi. Can't see any oil coming out of the fittings, but we are warming up, so we're starting to see some smoke. Right. Just smoking a little bit. We're getting some bubbles come through. There's the oil. Oh, looks like we've got some fresh. That's a drip. Starting to burn off. Right, fans came on. It burped. Nice. It's burning off really bad. Started to make a bad noise from that rattling. Something was rattling, or that was gurgling. Anyways, can't exactly chuck some coolant in it. straight away because we were up there. 96. So yeah, it still had air in it, and yeah, it just burped it, so we should be good. Right, so I'm gonna come back a bit later and check on it, check on the oil leaks. It's coming up to about 8 o'clock or something now. Yeah. So yeah, we'll come back and make sure we're not leaking any oil. Hopefully it was all just getting burnt off, and with the heat that I just put in it, everything's gotten burnt off. Alright guys, I'm back. It's Friday night after work and after dinner. Last night didn't go as planned. I went in to put the kids to bed and I fell asleep. Came back out here at about 11:30 because the heater and everything was still on, and I checked and there's no signs of oil leaking. There's nothing on the exhaust there. So what we're going to do is actually start it up and let it cycle a couple of times. And I'll just keep an eye on the temperature. We did burp it, so it should be just fine. I'm going to go get the container if we need to put some more in, but it's burped, it should be all good. Alright guys, just waiting for the laptop to load up. So I'll go through a few cycles. If it's all good, I'll drop the car down, and later tonight we'll get it out for a little shakedown. Has been out for a while. Got to move a few things around. There's also a basketball ring in the way now. But yeah, hopefully it's all good. Alright, you can see smoking. Then we've got an exhaust leak with a bit of oil as well. Oh, you hear that? Wait for it to suck it back down. Alright, let's have a look under here. I think I might have either I haven't done this flange up tight enough, because I did have that one apart, or we have another oil leak. Well, obviously it's still smoking, so it can't be exhaust because there's nothing going through it. So I've still got oil on something there. I will come back later when it's cooled down and have a look around. Alright guys, it's the next night. It's been going on for a while. Last night I managed to find my deep 13mm socket, and we nipped up the V-band. The actual exhaust had moved across a bit, so we had a bit of a leak there. I haven't tested it yet, so let's start it up one more time, see how we go. We'll let it heat up, so we'll go through a cycle. We now have the cap on that was full, so we're going to get some going through to the expansion. So I should put a little bit in that, which I haven't yet. But I'm actually kind of nervous, guys, to actually take this for a drive. Get it off the jack stands and get the bumper on. Unfortunately, guys, I don't think I'll go for a drive in this episode. I'll do it first thing next episode, guys. I promise. It'll be out on the road. It will be. It's got to be, because it runs out of rego next week. That was only to 3. it might be the back bolt on the 3-bolt flange. Okay, when I was revving it then, it definitely sounds a lot louder in real life than on camera. I don't know if the mic can't pick it up, but it was definitely loud, and it was only up to just over $3,000. Anyways, we'll let this cool down. I'll check on that back bolt on the 3-bolt flange. But while I'm waiting for it to cool down, I'll actually drop it off the jack stands. We'll get the front bumper on and get it ready for next episode. It's been a while, boys. I always forget how low this thing is. So I'll just let you know. Now, I do have a little bit of an issue with one of the oil lines, which I'll have to swap over. It's both fittings are weeping, they're not like dripping, just the occasional drip, which we can't have. Right, let's get the front bumper on. Do I put those? I put all the clips on the roof. Makes sense, doesn't it? That's where the bumper was. This one first. Alright, I got my original grill that I modified. I think this might be my last couple of attempts with this. Broken that much on it. I do want to make another one. I'll find another red and A1, just like my other one that got broken. So yeah, we'll obviously wait for it to cool down. It's still quite hot. I'm not going to touch it with these on. But yeah, I'll fix that up. And next episode we'll go for a drive. So guys, I know I'm giving you blue balls, but if you like this episode, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you next episode when we take it out for a drive. Thanks for watching. Bye.